Hello, my name is the Bad Mini Painter, and today we're doing a little extra video, partly because the last couple of videos have done so well, so I am motivated, and also because this Brôkhyr would be the Scandinavian way of saying it, Thunderkyn, has been sitting on my disk for far too long, and now I finally managed to do something about it. I'm also going to rant just a little bit about how horrible the League of Votann models are to put together. There are so many tiny fiddly parts, and my big old man hands can't cope with it. So putting stuff together is definitely not my favorite part of the hobby, but when it comes to the League, I absolutely hate it. They are horrible models to put together, but they're so cool. So we do it. Anywho, I decided to use the airbrush for the Sons of Horus base. Simply because there are so many hard to reach areas, and it's easier with an airbrush. So I'm cheating. You don't have to use an airbrush, and I could have done a better job with it. Next, I go in with the Corellia green shade, just adding the first layer of shading. For the chest plate, I use Ultron. Fuck it, you can read the text, right? I use that grayish white one. Ultron? And I try to not hit any of the green parts, but besides that I'm not too careful. Lead belcher for all the metal parts, and I love the early stages where you can just slap it on. And the Brôkhyr Thunderkyn, they have a lot of areas that are hard to get to, so it's kind of a fiddly model to paint. It has a lot of detail, which of course is awesome, but that also means that there's a lot of areas you have to be extra careful in. I use Doom Death Black from 2 thin coats. I think the equivalent is Corvus Black from Citadel. I use that for the weapons. It has slowly become my go-to paint. It flows really nicely even without thinning, and it's highly pigmented, so there's generally good coverage over almost any color, even the yellow one. Next, I use Demon Red. I think the equivalent is Evil Sun Scarlet, also from 2 thin coats, and I slap that on all the wires and the gun handle. And it adds some variation. I highlight that with the Fanatic Orange from 2 thin coats, just on the areas that would see light. I give a thin coat. For the face, Cadian Flesh Tone. It's again incredibly fiddly because it's hidden away, and he has his goggles and everything, so I was really struggling to find an angle where I wouldn't hit everything. Scrag Brown for his leather helmet. And then Stormhost Silver, and I do that for all the rivets and the bolts, and also for his goggles. And I make a tiny mistake there. And even though it's time consuming, I decided to do all the little nails and bolts as well. Next, I go in with the Dark Reaper to highlight the gun. I can't seem to figure out how to do the highlighting like it is on the box. I think maybe I should thin it with white, or mix it with white or something like that, but it looks okay. For the what's it called? The mount? The tip of the gun. Oh, anywho, I give it some burgundy. Next I decide to slap null oil on more or less everything with a brush that is pretty dead. And I should have used someone that was a brush that was a little bit more detail minded. I am going to go in with Sons of Horus to cover the things that I didn't get with the airbrush. Then Right-Land Flesh Shade, just a tiny dollop for the face. And Spirit Stone Red for the glasses. I think it gives a nice effect. And finally it's Yellow Flame for the little light on his chest. And that's also from Two Thin Coats that I am using more and more. It's just high quality paint. And the finished result. If it didn't blow your mind, that's fair. But I think it's actually decent. I mean, it's definitely something you can put on the table without being ashamed of. And it was fairly quick. I think in total per model I spent around 20 minutes. So that is tolerable, if you ask me. And finally, let's have a look at all the boys together. I think I need to get me one of those spinning things. Anywho, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful for you to see that you can get a decent result without actually being any good. As long as you have fun, that's the important part. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't done so already, and I will see you for another upload. Bye.